Welcome back to Concierge TV, brought to you by Lives of a Woman, your place to enrich your life through stories, rituals, and collective wisdom. Welcome back to Future Female, and I am Heather Porter. And this week's most popular article is, don't feel like working? Try these tips to get motivated. Now, I'm not actually going to tell you what the tips are. You can, of course, read the tips, and I do recommend that you do. Just under this video, you'll have a link to the article. Most of us these days are highly stressed out and reaching for something that is going to make us feel inspired and fall in love with our job again, which is why this is a little bit funny, because I've checked into the statistics of this article, and the majority of people that have come into this article on our website have come here during the working hours in the middle of the day, and they've typed in the keywords, "I don't feel like working." And then they find this article. So whilst it's not a trend, so to speak, it is an issue that most of us have. You know, we have a job and we are struggling to perhaps feel connected to that job and inspired. Thank you so much again, Nikki White, for being the contributor and sharing this amazing article. Now, Nikki's a small business efficiency expert, and you'll definitely want to check this article out. Next up, Di Morgan is here to share a wonderful story about perhaps how you can think about motivation and being bored with your job in a whole other way.
Welcome to No Excuses, This Is Real Life. I'm Di Morgan, and I'm going to share yet another story with you, if that's okay. So my story is about working in the corporate world, and I visualise myself as being this corporate high flyer, and then I went entrepreneurial and started my own business, and I was travelling the world and doing some phenomenal things. Throughout that time, let me tell you, there were some times when I wasn't motivated, and I had to motivate a team of staff around the country or internationally on top of all of that, and I'll talk to you about that another time. But right now, I suppose the thing closest to me, which may also affect you, whether you're a mum working full-time, whether you're a single mum staying at home looking after your beautiful children, whether you're a grandparent that's left the workforce, no matter where you are, you want to get motivated to do things that ignite your passion, be it working around the home or be it working in a job or working entrepreneurially or creating that new potential job or career or that lifestyle that you want to lead. So for me, I'd planned my beautiful baby boy. I wanted him, and then so obviously I have to put food on the table. My little boy had been sick, I'd been sick, so my business waned, I pulled it back a bit, and I had to go get a job again. Now, the stress that put on me, and the guilt and the sadness and the fear of leaving my little boy, who was going to look after him? I didn't have family in Sydney to help. I had no support network here. So what was I going to do? So I had to look at the positives, and as hard as that was to get myself motivated to get up and out of the house and be up at like 5 a.m. to beat him up before he woke up, get ready, get him at daycare by 7 o'clock, and then pick him up again sort of 4:35. That's a really long day. But what he's getting out of that, his language skills are amazing. He loves his little friends. I'll be honest, I love the motivation. I've got a really beautiful job, or I'm consulting to this phenomenal little children's charity. So my cup is getting filled up. I'm getting the bread and butter money on my plate. I'm doing this amazing work with Elli and Heather and Lives of a Woman and so many other things I'm doing entrepreneurial-wise at home at night when Lockie sleeps. But the motivation now is there because I have this little person that I want to provide for. And I need to make sure that I love what I do. So find something, whether it's just writing something little. You might write a blog. You might be reading things that will find something for you that it's going to pick your day up. So on that note, there is some extraordinary collective wisdom that the beautiful Elli is going to share with you next.
So this is about feeling unmotivated, and I could tell you that if there was a club for not being motivated, I'm pretty sure I've been a lifelong member, maybe even a president of the club. And this is the first thing I want to share with you. This isn't about trying not to be unmotivated. I think we've all feelings, whether they're emotions or negative concepts or ideas. It's okay to feel that way. You can't stop it, but it's what you do with it. And that's what Nikki's article was all about. So please do go below and click on. She's got some great ideas there. But I want to share just one of my favorite ideas. And I also want to read something to you. Ritual number 9 in our free program on our website, livesofawoman.com, is all about creating a system. Now, to me, when I first came across this, I thought a system was boring. I don't want a system. That just sounds even like more work. But if you find a system that works for you, it actually helps you navigate. And even when you get off course, it's easy to get back on course. So go to ritual number 9, and there's heaps of ideas, and I'm going to share my favourite. But talking about going off course, I thought this was a really cool piece of information that is in the ritual that I want to read to you. Did you know that on an average flight, the plane may go off course for a whopping 95% of the journey, and that its ability to get to the intended destination has little to do with its ability to stay on course the whole time? This is fascinating and has totally changed the way I look at goals. If I create a system of how to get somewhere, just like the plane has a flight plan, it's okay to move on and off course because I know how to make the corrections and get back on track. The plane does this with its air guidance system, and I can do it with my own. This is huge, people. If a plane can go off course 95% of the time, I feel a bit better that sometimes I lack motivation, or I get distracted by talking to a friend or something else that gets in the way of the work that I really want to do. As Di said, no matter what you're doing, have something that you're passionate about, even if that's not the work you're doing at the moment. So here's my one little tip that is one of many you'll find on our free program. Chunk things down. I would rather work solidly for 1 hour on something than the whole day. And here's why. During the whole day, I can fluff around and get a little bit done and not feel that great. But I can commit to myself 1 hour of solid work, and a little bit of progress every day is a lot better than no progress or hardly any progress and feeling bad about yourself. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Concierge TV. We really hope that the collective wisdom and stories and rituals that we have shared with you have made a difference. Please let us know in the comments below, or share this with another woman who needs to hear this information. And remember, you are your greatest asset.